Hey everybody, Mah-Dry-Bread here, and I am not thrilled to be making this video, but I'm sure everybody's curious as to what's going on. So today I'm going to be talking about the weekly schedule, as usual, and going to be going very, very much in depth on why I think I might be leaving Smashcast this week. But I want your input in it in a poll in the description below. I'll be going greatly into detail on why, though, during this video. And I'll be talking about Kingdom Come Deliverance. With the schedule, we have the finale of Doug Dynasty today. We have the streams of Thea the Awakening, Domina, and Metal Gear Solid 5 going up at 6 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday and Thursday, we have Terraria, as well as Crusader Kings 2. We have World of Warcraft coming back on Wednesday and Friday, 3 p.m. Saturday and Sunday are Crusader Kings 2. And of course, we are streaming more Thea the Awakening, Domina, and Metal Gear Solid 5. I guess we don't know what website I'm streaming that on yet. And on TAD, we met the $25 goal, so we have that bonus stream, which I'm pushing to Wednesday rather than Tuesday, as you saw on the weekly schedule, just to give us more time to decide. So I guess before I get into why I'm thinking of leaving Smashcast TV, I first need to explain my history with it. So I've been streaming for a very, very long time. When I started streaming, Twitch TV wasn't even a thing yet. I started streaming on Ustream. I don't even know if that exists anymore. I was streaming with Live Media Flash Encoder, I think the program was called. It was absolutely terrible. I was streaming SWAT 4. And that was just something I would do every once in a while, was stream games on Ustream. I would try a few other websites at the time. There was Justin TV at the time, which later became Twitch. But Ustream was the most stable one at the time that I found. This was a time in streaming when people mostly just streamed their webcam. Eventually Twitch comes along though, and I start streaming games on Twitch. For quite a while, I think I streamed games on their site for, well, it must have been like two or 3 years, maybe 2.5, something like that. Eventually, it was 2014, I want to say midway through 2014, and I was really fucking frustrated with Twitch TV. They had a horrible support system where I would put in support tickets all the time and I would never hear back. They had a real lack of innovation, and for months, people have been telling me, hey, there's this new site called Hitbox TV. It's pretty cool, but it's in beta. Maybe you should check it out. And I kept putting it off because I checked out their website a few times and the organization of their main page was terrible. It was in beta, it was the first year of the website's existence. So I guess that explains why that was so terrible. And again, to point out how bad Twitch's service was at that time, I had, God, it must have been every single stream for over a month. We would have an issue where at least 2 or 3 people in the chat at some point would just say, the stream's just not working for me. It just won't load. The video player will not load. Because Twitch's service at the time was really awful. They were pretty much the only people in town for game streaming. And they were quite popular, and they're growing like crazy, but their service was awful. It was lagging behind so badly. And the thing is, it couldn't have been my settings, because so many people would see the stream fine, and then inevitably, some people just wouldn't work for. And it would be different people every week. Or every stream, I guess. It was so baffling. So eventually, I just got fucking fed up with how they didn't respond to my support tickets ever, about how there was no contact with them, there's nothing I could reach out to in which they would actually respond back then, and the service was just crap, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna give Hitbox a try. I streamed on Hitbox once, and I literally never, to this day, went back to Twitch TV. So Hitbox one day became what is Smashcast TV right now. But there's still a bit more history. I went to Hitbox, and I've streamed there for about 4 years now. The staff was always great to me. They were responsive to me. I consider multiple staff members and former staff members to be friends of mine now. The service was constantly innovating. The servers were way better than Twitch's for a long time. We had less delay. You could have a higher bitrate stream. You could have a gorgeous looking stream over on Hitbox. Twitch couldn't even compare at the time to how beautiful your stream could look on Hitbox. We'd have a new feature every month or two that Twitch would inevitably take a couple months later. A side note here, by the way, that is good. I think it's good when that Twitch used to steal our stuff all the time, because that means that all the viewers and all the streamers on Twitch have a better service than they used to. That's good, because that's good for the entertainment of everybody. I don't particularly care about the business side of businesses that I do not work for, and so naturally, I just want the best viewing experience for everyone. So if Twitch is always stealing the Hitbox ideas and they're good, then perfect. Back to the story though. So I came to Hitbox. It was quite popular in Spanish-speaking and German-speaking markets because it was an Austrian company. And they were really trying to build up their English-speaking audience. Years pass, though, and everything is going great, and then randomly one day there's an announcement that they've been acquired by Azubu. Azubu was a rivaling streaming site that was doing very, very poorly. Everything that I've heard about the behind-the-scenes of Azubu is that it was an absolute financial mess. They saw that we were outperforming them with a fraction of their budget. Hitbox was always very small, we never had much money, and yet we were killing them. So, they bought Hitbox. At first, this seemed like it was going to be a really good thing, and I was letting people know, hey, don't worry about it too much. Because as long as they let the Hitbox guys do what Hitbox does best, then it's just Hitbox, but with a better budget. That's not what happened, unfortunately, as I'm sure you could probably guess. Eventually, the changeover happened. They rebranded Hitbox to Smashcast. This was an absolute failure, as today, Smashcast has way less viewership than Hitbox used to. Hitbox was special not just because they innovated constantly, but also because the staff was super responsive. They'd promote people on their second or third stream if they thought it was quality. They would come to your stream and try to help you out. Staff would routinely come into streams and help people with technical issues. When technical issues happened, which was quite rare because their shit just didn't break. It does all the time now. I can only theorize and go off the opinions I've heard of other people on why exactly the viewership on Smashcast tanked. I really noticed it too, because I used to get random people who were just browsing and they jump in the stream all the time on Hitbox, where I'd always ask, like, where there's a new person, they stay for a little bit, and I ask, like, hey, did you find me through YouTube or Hitbox? And about 30% of the time they found me through Hitbox. Obviously, I was always bigger on YouTube, so more people found me from YouTube, but people would find me through browsing on Hitbox. That just doesn't happen anymore. I can think of one person in the last 3 months who has found me browsing on Smashcast. No one browses Smashcast, and I'm getting promoted now more than ever. I'm routinely the global front page of Smashcast. I'm a first-party partner there, and I was since back in the Hitbox days. And yet no one finds me, because no one's going on Smashcast. So what happened? When we launched Smashcast, not only was there almost no warning to partners like me, I was informed, I think, 12 hours before the switchover. And that's ridiculous that Azubu warned us so late on that. I mean, I needed to make all new art assets and everything for my overlay and tried to, change up my YouTube channel to say, hey, it's Smashcast now, and all this stuff to let people know. I had almost no warning ahead of time. I was scrambling to do all this. In fact, bafflingly enough, when they sent me the art asset package of all the new logos and everything for me, their art department at Azubu is so fucking incompetent that in the package they sent out to everybody, the logo, which is like the sprinkles going outwards in a circle, terrible logo we have for Smashcast, which sounds like a camgirl porn site, by the way. Smashcast? Are you kidding me? What was wrong with Hitbox as a good name? The little logo had like 10 pixels cropped off of the left side, and it was really noticeable. To the point that when it was sent to me by the way by staff who were working for Hitbox, who were carryovers, the good staff, I immediately pointed out, hey, there's this issue with it. So I took the logo that they had from another part of the Smashcast thing, filled it out, put it in Photoshop, and sent it back to them and said, send this out to the partners, this is a better version. So to this day, if you see the Smashcast logo saying Smashcast in their font, along with the little, sprinkles logo beside it, and there aren't missing pixels off the left side, that was me. I made that for them. To this day, we still don't have a dark mode To explain how integral dark mode is, not only do tons of people love dark mode just for browsing and everything, streamers find dark mode to be pretty integral. Because, yeah, there are a lot of applications that'll put your chat on screen, but if you simply want the regular compact chat, you want it on screen without anything super fancy, but you want to put your own background on it, the way you do that is you put it in dark mode so that the text is white, you chroma key out the background because the color difference will be big enough that it won't mess with your text, and then there you go, you have your text on whatever colored background you want. This is so that you can have a high quality looking stream, something professional and unique looking like mine, which I get complimented on all the time. This is something that you can only do on Smashcast if you download a third-party application for your browser that's only on Firefox and Chrome called Smashcast Plus, which you probably just don't know exists unless you've heard that it exists. That's insanely frustrating and needlessly stupid and complicated. How about cheers? So cheers on Smashcast are this stupid feature, the only new feature that we started with the day it changes to Smashcast, is this feature I disabled on day one that most people wish they could disable but don't know how because it's so hidden, because the new layout sucks. Cheers are this thing where you have one of 5 emoticons that you can click below the stream and it'll make it fly across the screen for everybody who doesn't have it disabled. So you can click a salt button a bunch and have salt fly across the stream. It adds nothing to the experience, it obscures the view, and the reason I turned it off on day one, aside from it being really annoying, is that it is a massive resource hog, and I realized recently it has never been optimized better than on day one. Having a stream that is paused but has cheers enabled uses up more CPU usage than just watching a stream with cheers disabled. That is baffling. That is insane. So many people I've seen have had severe lag problems watching my stream, and I tell them, hey, hover over the screen, click the gear, disable cheers, and let me know if that helps you. And 9 times out of 10, they say, yeah, that helped a lot, thanks. That's insane. Why is this feature on by default? It adds nothing to the stream, it looks gimmicky and stupid, and it makes a stream work worse for people. Why is this our one innovation we've ever had since becoming Smashcast? We don't make a new innovation every single month or two like Hitbox used to. That's been the only new thing Smashcast has made for the users, is this stupid fucking cheers thing. This is insane. Smashcast isn't Hitbox anymore. It's Azubu making the same stupid fucking Azubu decisions. This is why Azubu is not a streaming website anymore. It failed. So what they did was they bought a successful streaming company that was always growing, and instead of letting the people do what they do, but with your budget, because you know they're already growing and they know what they're doing, you're forcing out their people and just doing your stupid shit that tanked your own company. So I said earlier that a big part of Hitbox was the staff interaction was so good. You knew the staff's names. People liked the staff. A few days ago when I was streaming on Smashcast, someone randomly told me in the chat when I was saying like, oh, I'm just typing with some staff on the side. Someone said, hey, invite Savvy. Savvy's the community manager. Everybody loves Savvy. She was one of the old Hitbox people. She's still at Smashcast. And so I just said to Savvy, hey, people are requesting you. So she jumped in the chat and just hung out on the stream with us and had fun. And when people were having technical issues, she was right there helping them. People know the staff by name, ask for them to show up because they like them as people, and then they show up, and they help them out while they're there. Can you think about that happening on any other streaming website? When Azubu bought Hitbox, one thing that I told a few staff members there was, you know, you guys gave me a chance when no other company would. You partnered me when I didn't even meet your requirements. And it has benefited me and it has benefited you, and I want to reward that kind of really great behavior of picking someone for quality and not viewership. And I want to reward that with my loyalty. So when it was bought, I said, Hitbox was great because of the staff. As long as you keep the Hitbox staff, I'm staying. Who's left? So many Hitbox staff are gone. Dubs, great YouTuber. Great streamer. He was a great community manager. Great guy in general. He's gone. Hawkeye, the guy who partnered me, he's gone. So many people are gone. They're hemorrhaging staff members. No one wants to work with them anymore. They're so fucking fed up with them. When I think about every staff member currently on Smashcast that I've had a great interaction with, I can think of two. I think of Bruna, and I think of One Savvy Siren. Is there anything in common with these two? Two things are in common with these two. One, they were both holdovers from Hitbox. Two, they're the only two members of Smashcast that I can name. I once again point out, the 3 times I stream a week, I am almost always the global front page for those few hours that I stream. Because I am either the most viewed stream, or because I'm a trusted partner that can give a good first impression for the website. I don't have a big stream. I get between 30 and 100 viewers, depending on how popular of a game I'm playing. If it's a special event, like the launch of the Guild 3, I think I got like 150. Something like that. I'm not tiny, but I'm not huge. Definitely. It's pathetic that I'm the biggest streamer there most of the time that I go live, because in the Hitbox days, there's always somebody in Spanish or German that's at like 600 viewers, and there was always a few people above me in English, maybe 200 viewers. We don't have that anymore. So despite me being, I must be one of the biggest streamers in English on their entire website. I'm a spokesperson for their website. They endorsed me. When they started doing YouTube videos in the Hitbox days to promote their streamers, they picked me as the very first one. When I had my joke tagline of the best worst streamer on Hitbox, they let me promote that in their video on their YouTube channel. They made it official because they liked it. They wanted me to be involved for a while. There was going to be a Hitbox podcast, and they wanted me to be an integral member of that. They were inviting me onto the Hitbox official partnered streams, and I was on some of those. Like, they really wanted me to be involved. That was in the Hitbox days when I was small fry compared to the website. Now I'm a big fish in a small pond with how tanked Smashcast is, and not a single member of the Smashcast staff outside of people who used to work for Hitbox have ever reached out to me. They have not come to my stream. They have not emailed me. They have not direct messaged me in any way. They have no interest in hearing my feedback in the website. They have no interest in knowing anything about me, and I bet you they haven't even checked who I am in any way, shape, or form. Do you think that any other website operates this way? Do you think on Twitch that they've never spoken to some of their bigger streamers? Do you think that YouTube doesn't message their people who are above 1 million subscribers? Do you think Mixer, which is a new one, do you think that they don't message their biggest streamers to understand their feedback and to understand what would make them stay with their company? Because they're a growing company and they need big streamers. I'm not big, but I'm one of the biggest they've got left. There are very few holdouts. Smashcast is dying. When it was Hitbox, it was thriving. It was growing rapidly. I can't name a Smashcast employee who didn't work for Hitbox because they won't interact. It is insane, the incompetence of Azubu. It's to the point that I feel like it's actually holding me back. I look at Twitch, and as much as I am constantly annoyed with their business practices, as much as I know so many streamers that have been fucked over by decisions of them not properly enforcing their rules, and rules that I don't agree with on their website, and all kinds of ethical concerns I have with them, they provide a much better service right now. And at the end of the day, I do this show for you, the people watching. I've got to go with the website that provides you a better service. And I also need to worry about my wallet. A stupid fucking decision that Smashcast did is when you scroll down below my stream, or anyone's stream on Smashcast, you don't see their description or their about page. You see their activity page, which is essentially tweets. Nobody goes to your streaming page for fucking tweets. People all the time ask where they can find my description. The about page isn't easy to find. It's not convenient to find, and you can't make it the default. It's been almost a year since it became Smashcast, and they've never given us the option. I have no confidence whatsoever that they're gonna fucking fix that, because Azubu is so goddamn incompetent they can't listen to their streamers when they point out why this is such a big deal. Do you want to know why this is such a big deal? I used to get donations by people watching the stream all the time. People would chip in $1 or $5 or $10, and they'd say, "Hey, I'm really enjoying the stream. Thank you for the time." And I say, "Thank you so much." I have had, if I were to crunch the numbers, I would assume a 70 to 90% drop in donations since it became Smashcast. Why? Because people ask me so much when I bring up that there is a tip jar and that the tips do show up on screen, which I very rarely bring up because I don't like promoting tips. I like promoting TAD, where you can, as you can see in the description, use your phone or your browser to watch advertisements, and it gets me paid. Because that way it's free for you and I get money. Rather than you throwing your own money in a tip jar, I'd rather it be free all the way around, because that's better. I'm not putting you out of money just because you want to give me some money. When I do bring up that there's a tip jar, usually because someone will donate, and then people are like, "Oh, you can donate on this?" They don't even know, because you can't just scroll down and see my about page. It looks like I'm just a channel with no description. That's what it looks like. Whereas on Twitch, they have the tweet like things and they have your description. Both right there, can't miss it, easy to find, easy to click, functions well. What the fuck is the malfunction here? What is so goddamned difficult about just letting streamers pick to have their about page be the goddamn default? It works for the biggest streaming site in the goddamn world, so why can't we do it? It's not like it's a technical problem, because Hitbox had it as the default. This is hurting my wallet. I do this as a full-time job. I'm disabled. I do YouTube and streaming as a full-time job. Shit's not easy, but I try to put in 110% on this. So when you're hurting my growth because your website is hemorrhaging viewers, when you won't listen to me on any kind of advancement, when your competition is killing you in great new features, I need to put aside that I don't trust a lot of the staff at Twitch to follow their own rules and to enforce their own rules fairly and evenly. And when I think that if I join Twitch again, all that's gonna happen is I'll get some new viewers, which will be nice. There's better growth potential there. But for the most part, I'm gonna be ignored and my voice won't be heard over there either to any of the staff, even though I have all of this experience streaming of longer than their website has existed, since when Justin TV was quite new. It would be better for the viewers, it would be better for my channel growth, it'd be better for my wallet so I can keep reinvesting in the show. Honestly, at this point, I think it might be better for everyone that I just leave Smashcast. And I hate that so much. I waved the banner of Hitbox for so long, and Hitbox was amazing till its dying day. And as soon as Azubu took over is when it started going downhill fast. It went downhill very, very, very slowly. When people were worried, they're like, Azubu's bought it, Azubu's shit. I'm like, don't worry, we don't know yet. It could be good, we could just have a good budget. The day it became Smashcast, it just went to free fall. This is where the poll in the description comes in. I could stream on YouTube, Mixer, or Twitch. Or I could keep going on Smashcast. That's a choice too. I want to go over the other websites, and I want to go over their problems. Twitch has the best growth potential, because they're by far the biggest, and they have great new features all the time. I can upload YouTube videos on there, and it seems to do pretty well over there with their whole like group viewing experience thing. And I do have an established amount of subscribers, or followers rather, over there, because I had about 1,000 before I left. And yeah, I have almost 2,000 on Hitbox, but I think a lot of you guys are going to follow me. The active ones, I'm sure, will see videos like this, and you'll follow me. The downside is they have that new policy they're instituting, I guess today, where you can get banned for off-site things by incredibly vague rules. I don't trust it. I think something I say is going to get it taken out of context. Maybe I'll call myself a cripple because I call myself that. Because, hey, I am crippled. I am disabled. I have physical ailments. And I call myself that because that doesn't hurt me. I own it. You know? Someone could take that out of context. Maybe I'll get banned. Maybe I'll get a suspension. Do I trust them to not take things I say out of context? Not really, because I've seen them do it so many times before. And, God, I don't want to take risks with my job. At the same time, it seems to be the best service right now, and I want to bring you guys the best possible stream. That's probably going to be on Twitch. YouTube. YouTube streaming is really cool right now. It was quite a joke when it came out, but it's really cool right now. You can go backwards, live in a stream. So if my stream is live, you catch it halfway through, and you're like, you know what? I don't care about interacting with the live chat. I don't care about interacting live. I just want to see the whole stream from the beginning. Right now. I don't want to wait a week until it uploads on YouTube the normal way. You can just click back at the beginning, and you can watch the stream from the very beginning. You can watch the whole pre-stream bit that I always do before the part that goes on YouTube, where I just chat with the chat live and have some fun and tell funny stories that aren't on the YouTube version. That's really cool, and YouTube's getting new features all the time, and I doubt Twitch is anywhere close to getting that whole going back live in a stream. That shit's hard to do. At the same time, do I want to stream on YouTube? That's putting all my eggs in one basket. That's risky shit right there. What if something happens to my YouTube account? Then I can't even stream. That's really dangerous, because if I got banned on YouTube somehow, at least in the meantime, I could stream on Smashcast or Twitch or Mixer or wherever. What am I gonna do if something bad like that happens? And we've all seen stories of just random bannings on YouTube. And if you don't get enough attention on Twitter, you're not getting unbanned. I don't want that to happen. So YouTube has a good streaming service and it's getting better, but it's fucking risky. Not putting your eggs all in one basket is something you learn very, very quickly working online. That's why I diversify my income so much between my Amazon affiliate links, TAD, Patreon, did Game Wisp for a while, it sucked. I have subscribers on Smashcast. I have a tip jar. I have all kinds of ways. Way more than just working a regular 9-to-5 job. I have it way more diversified. It's not as much money, but at least it's coming in from many, many different places. If one form of income dies, I'll probably be okay. Unless it's YouTube and I'm streaming and doing YouTube videos, then if that goes down, I can't get you guys content. Lastly, there's Mixer. Mixer's very new. Their main advantage is twofold. One, well, threefold, and I'll explain why it's not the greatest in the world. Most important one is they're partnered with and owned by Microsoft, which means that it works with Xbox. You can watch it on Xbox. That's good. It means they have a lot of money backing them, although Twitch has Amazon, which is also a lot of money backing them. And the other thing is Mixer has a really, really slick website. It's very, very fast to switch between screens and load very quickly, and that's cool. Twitch is pretty fast about that too, though. The third kind of one is they brag about how they have almost no latency. I think they have 1 or less seconds of latency. That's something we used to have in Hitbox, and we very quickly learned you can't keep that forever. I don't call this a good thing about Mixer because it's not going to last. If you want to have a stream with a lot of viewers, it is going to have to increase the latency. Otherwise, the servers are just going to crash and it's going to become unstable. As that site grows, the latency is going to get worse and worse. So that whole low latency thing, not going to last. That's just not how streaming websites work. So love it while you've got it, but that is not a selling point for the website. The slick design and everything, cool. Better than Smashcasts, but not really better than Twitch's. It looks cool when you switch from stream to stream, but the majority of what you're doing on the website is not switching from stream to stream, it's watching a stream that you enjoy. This is not a problem necessarily with Mixer that I'm about to bring up, but it's something that makes it very hard to find new viewers on Mixer. It looks really fucking Bush League when you browse for new streamers. This made me laugh out loud because it's even worse than you see on Twitch in terms of this. When you go to a browse page on Mixer and you start scrolling through thumbnails and thumbnails, nearly fucking everyone is just them, chroma keyed out background, and their chair, sitting looking forward with their headset on, either in the bottom left or the bottom right of the stream. It is hilarious. Almost every stream looks absolutely goddamn identical when you're scrolling through the list. That's not something Mixer chooses, obviously. It's just normally, hey, there are plenty of good streams that use that setup, and it's cheap and efficient to do. Green screen behind you, make it transparent, sit there in your chair, play the game. It looks so fucking Bush League when 99% of your thumbnails when scrolling through it is just that. That and that and that. You have no incentive to click on any particular stream outside of if it's a game you like. Nothing stands out. It's one of the many reasons why I have a physical background. And I have an overlay. Why do I have an overlay? So that nothing is in the way of the game. The game's just a little bit smaller. Nothing's covering up any of the game because I'm a variety streamer and I can't change my overlay every fucking time, so I'm not covering something that's in a different corner of the game on different games. And I have my chat on screen because I upload all my streams to YouTube after, and the chat is an integral part of the show. So I want them to be on screen forever. That YouTube video, those names, and those messages are always going to be there. That is why that's on screen, and I have that on my overlay. What people don't seem to see, though, is that when you have an overlay like that, and mine looks completely unique because I made it myself based on nothing in particular. When you make your own streaming overlay that really stands out and is good, not stands out because it's wacky, stands out just because it is a design choice that is consistent with the rest of their channel, like mine. The gold stripes with the gemstone speckle on it. That's something I made as a design choice to have standardized broad branding across everything I make. It stands out when you're scrolling through a bunch of streams and everything looks the fucking same. It's just some guy or some girl sitting in their chair on a green screen, and then you see one with some goddamn color to it. That stands out, maybe you'll click it. Mixer's really bad about that. Their streamers are mostly people who streamed on Twitch, didn't do well and thought, maybe if I go on Mixer, there's less competition. I'm not trying to insult the people on that website, because there are plenty of great streamers on that website, but that's mostly what it is. So I see no real advantage to Mixer right now, other than that I would stand out. Honestly, Twitch is looking like the best idea, but I want you guys to vote. I want you guys to vote below on the straw poll. What site do you want to see me stream on Wednesday? Normally I stream on Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I'm going to give you guys an extra day to figure that out. I'm probably just going to... Basically, if it's looking on Tuesday, like you guys are picking something that's not Smashcast, I'm just going to ask for my release from my contract on Smashcast. The penalties for the release on the contract and going back to being independent, it's not a big deal. If I wanted to keep streaming on Smashcast for a while, I'm sure I'm still going to be on the front page. I get a lower ad rate, which is not a big deal. I'd still have my subscriber button, which is nice. And I wouldn't have transcoding options anymore, which is the quality options, which, not a big deal. I don't think many people use the other options anyway. And over on Twitch, I'm pretty sure I already meet basically all of the requirements for an affiliate thing over there. Very slight side note, by the way, for anybody who watches me who streams on Twitch and is small enough that they're big enough that they're an affiliate, but not big enough that they're a partner. This is a pitfall I see people do all the time, and is just recommendation from me to you as somebody who's been doing online content for like 8 years now. Do not promote that you're a Twitch affiliate. It makes you look really Bush League. Here's the reason. Twitch affiliate, everybody knows, is a very, very low accomplishment. It is very easy to do. That hurdle in the beginning might feel insurmountable, and I'm sure you're really proud that you did it. And good job, because you had to work to become an affiliate. But in the grand scheme of things, that is a very, very, very low thing. When you put that in your Twitter bio or something like that, or you promote yourself as a Twitch affiliate, viewers see that and they're not impressed. It makes you look small fry, because when you brag about something that is considered incredibly easy to get, they know that that is the biggest thing you have to brag about, and they'll make fun of you for that. Don't do that. just call yourself a Twitch streamer, because that doesn't say anything about your size. What matters is that they give you a first chance, because then they might end up liking your stream. Don't say that you're a Twitch affiliate if you're a Twitch affiliate. If someone asks, obviously say it, but anyone with 2 pairs of eyes can see whether you are or not, because you have extra features. If you're a Twitch partner, then you say in your bios and everything, you don't say Twitch streamer, you say Twitch partner. Because partner, people lust for that. That is very difficult to get. You need to be a very big streamer for that. Don't say Twitch affiliate in your bios and everything. If you're a Twitch affiliate, it doesn't do you any good. It just is going to make people make fun of you. I think that's all I have to say about that, though. Thank you so much for everybody who is currently pledging $10 or more on Patreon. I'm sorry, I have no segue today for that. But before we get into the last things I wanted to talk about, thank you so much, Ghazali, Mad Librarian, Fiery Biscuit, Zandak, Taco Man, Play a Bogart, Night Fury 15, The Jedstar, Jetstream, Conk Donk, Sophia Orr, Killrain, Victor, Wolf20KO, One Savvy Siren, Shauna, Tim, Curran Keta, Cyan Nolan, Lemonhead, Austin Manley, System Wipe, Morgan, Disastra, Josh Brown, and Emmeth. Thank you very much for your continued support. And again, you can find my Patreon linked below, where you can get all kinds of rewards like whitelisting on my Minecraft server, getting special ranks on my Discord server, all of that stuff. And if I end up leaving Smashcast, by the way, if you stay a Smashcast subscriber for whatever reason, you still get like the benefits. I'm still gonna let you be whitelisted on the Minecraft server and all the stuff that would be $5 and below on Patreon, because you're spending the same amount of money anyway, even if I'm not getting the same amount. Last thing I want to talk about, I guess, is Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is a game I've been excited for a long time, because it looked kind of Mountain Bladey. I requested a review copy. A lot of companies give me review copies for games. I'm in that weird stage of the size of my channel, where I'll get games that I thought would be above my head, and then games that are definitely like within my range of like companies would normally give it to me, they just don't. Usually if you apply for a copy of a game and they're not going to give it to you, they just never respond. These ones responded to say that I don't have a good enough reach, which I think they're wrong on, because every time I stream a game that people end up liking, people tell me later that they end up buying it, and if I look on my Steam list for like friends that have this game, the number goes up after I stream it. All I need to do is have 2 people buy the game, and you've made a net profit off me. But I guess thanks for telling me that I'm tiny, PR email person for that company. I can guarantee that people would buy it if I streamed it, considering my viewers are huge Mountain Blade fans, but thanks, guys. Anyway, my own bitterness aside, the game looks really glitchy, but also really, really fun. A lot of people are asking me to stream it, and it's one of those weird things where, like, it's like 75 Canadian dollars or something, and honestly, I don't think I can afford to drop that kind of money right now. Maybe I can. Let me know in the description if you'd like to see me play that game. I'll have a straw poll. Just tell me, like, do you want to see me play the game? I guess the no vote doesn't really matter. It's just how many yes votes do I get in comparison to the viewership of the video. If it's a large amount of the viewership of the video want to see me play the game, then I'll drop the money on the game. I think that's all I need to talk about today, though. I'm happy to get all of that off my chest. I say I'm happy to get all of that off my chest. I'm happy I've done the video, because God, I was dreading doing this video. I hate to see what happened to Hitbox. It was such a good company with such good employees, and there's only 2 left that I know for a reason, because Azubu drove it into the ground. I'm really looking forward to hearing your feedback in the surveys below, as well as all the comments below, because I read all of those. I'm gonna go cook myself some food, because goddamn am I hungry. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.